Okay, so let's share my screen. Now my screen is visible.
Yes,
Okay, so today let's discuss about scale. And scale is the framework where every setup work in its own scale. Out of its scale, it fails. You see many times the setup fails. That is the reason why the setup is happening outside of scale, and you are looking at it outside of scale. So let's see how it works, and you will also see some recap here of past topics. So what happens, think like this: we have a resistance here, and we have another resistance or zone here. Okay, so we have already discussed many topics. We have already learned basics of RTM. So instead of levels or resistance, we will use zones. So think like there is a zone and there is another zone. Okay, so what happens when price comes and engulf this? Okay, price comes and engulf and pulls back and keep going in same direction. So what does this make? This is our FTR, right? So this is our FTR. That's it. And when price pulls back again to same zone and goes back to like this. Okay, so what this become? This become our FL, right? FL. Now this is FL. So this is the FL. Think this is another zone. So this is the FL which send the price to next zone or target. Think like this zone is target as well. Okay, so this FL is very important. What happens when the price comes back and engulf this zone? Okay, so here we have this one is high, high. After engulfing this one is higher high, and here we have another higher high. Okay, when price comes back, this creates an LSK, comes back, reacts to this zone, pulls back a bit, another LSK, then comes down and pulls back and then comes down. So this is how the price moves. We know, right? This is our QML level or LSK. This is another QML level and another LSK. Okay. This is what we have already studied in past, and this is our RS RSFL. Okay. Why this is RSFL? Look at this. This is from where the price reached to the target. So engulf of this results in RSFL. Okay. This is what we have already studied in past. So now today we will see how scale works. Why we see sometimes price retrace less, sometimes price retrace more, sometimes it again retrace less. What is the reason behind this? Okay. So let's delete this. And think like this. What happens many times price moves like this. Makes high, low, then higher high, then low, then higher high, then low, then goes up, makes high, then goes up, comes down, then comes down, then it comes down, goes up, then it comes down, goes up, and comes down, like, okay. So what happens in this case? We have different LSKs. We may have some LSK here, we have one here, and we have one here. This pulls back, did not reach to the LSK. So what will happen in future? Price will reach here and then come down like this. Price also did not reach here, so this is also possible that price will go back to this LSK and come down. Again, this is possible. Why the price did not reach here? So this is also can go up and then come down, right? So whenever price engulf, it must reach to the right place, and right place is what? DP or LSK. One type of movement in market is like this. Let's discuss when the scale changes. So imagine a scenario like this. Price move like this. Comes down, engulf low of this, goes back to LSK, engulf this, goes back to LSK, engulf this, goes back to LSK, and then comes down and engulf this. Then what will happen? Let's draw the lows here. This is the low, engulf this low, engulf this low, engulf, and what happened? For every engulf, price has reached to the respective LSK. Where are they? Here, here, here. Let's draw some LSKs here like this. Here you will find an LSK. Here you find LSK, and Here you find LSK. Okay. Think like price was like, okay. So when the price engulfs this low, what will happen? Let's just thick it, okay, make more thicker. When the price engulfs this low, what will happen? The scale will change, and what price will do? Price will reach to this LS. This LS. This one. This is the secret of scale. This is how the market change scale. So normally you see the price was respecting DP and engulf, then goes back to LSK or DP, engulf goes back to LSK or DP, and suddenly when price engulf this goes back to this DP, this one, and then always remember this structure, this diagram in your mind. This is how the scale changes. And the target changes. You know the minimum target. What will be the minimum target for this? When price reached here, price started going up from here. So we will have origin of move here, somewhere here, and this is our first target or minimum target is here. After that, as this is the QM structure, so after that we will find another QM structure here, like this. Price goes up, comes down, and goes up like, okay. This is also QM structure here. Here we also have an LSK where price haven't reached. So next target will be here. Right? So what does this mean? When price is coming after hitting the QM level, the probability is, or the scale suggests, the price will reach to the opposite side of QM. This is bearish QM and this is bullish QM, right? So when the price hit the bearish QM, it will come back to the bullish QM. And if price is coming from the RSFL, it will reach to the RSFL, right? So always keep this in mind. Usually if it is coming from swap FL, it will come to the swap FL. This is what scale says. So think like if price was coming from here, did not reach here, and let's delete this. This is from where price reached to the target. Think like price has already reached your target, as shown is here, which is our target. Okay. So at this RS level, we have an RSFL. This one is RSFL. Okay. price is here, and we have a RSFL here. Why? Here it was some target. After reaching this target, price went up. Okay, so from where here the price came to the target, so here we have a RSFL. Okay, so if price is coming from RSFL, what will happen? Price will come to this RSFL. Price will come to this RSFL, and then it is possible the price will go back to this QM level, and what will happen then? Then it will come back to this QM level. And LSK is here. Okay, and then price will come back to this QM level. Okay, this is scale. This we call scale. Scale decides the entry and target both. Any question in this? Hope you guys understand the scale clearly.
Yes.
Any question?
No.
Okay, so let's understand in more detail using MPL and RS zones. Let's delete this. Okay, let's simplify it. Think like there is one zone here. Okay, and another zone, opposite another zone is here. Like this. Okay, so each zone has two zones, minimum two zones. One is MPL and one is RS. So think like we draw MPL zone here and color this using green like this, and MPL zone of this zone will be like this and in green color. And think like we color this RS zone with this. Okay, so its RS zone will be like this, like this. Okay, so imagine if price is coming like this. Okay, coming like this, we have got MPL like this now. So if price after coming here, if price goes back and hit this RS, what will happen? It will come back to the RS. It should come back to the RS only, and then should go back to hit the MPL to come back to the MPL. You see how price moves in the market? Or sometimes if the price is faking out, what will happen? Price will come to this RS and then go back up again to this RS and then come back to this MPL and then go back to this. Do you see this? RS to RS movement and MPL to MPL movement. This is a scale. At first, price was moving at RS scale and then started moving at MPL scale. Also, this can happen. Price comes back to MPL, did not engulf this zone, goes back to the MPL, then comes back to the RS, and then go back to the RS. Sometimes you see this structure as well, right? And then comes down and break this zone. So what is this? In classical technical analysis, we call this contracting triangle. Do you remember those classical patterns? Contracting triangle. And what happened when price first comes to RS and then go MPL? What structure is built in market? Price comes and hit this RS, goes back to RS, then comes to the MPL and goes back to the MPL and then comes down. What we call this? We call this expanding triangle. Do you see how the price patterns are made? But how we read? But how we can read them, how we can decode them? Only RTM concepts explain this. So now we have seen the scale. Any question in this? Or should I delete this?
No question.
I have a question.
Okay, if you have a question, please ask.
Yeah, yeah. But there are a lot of FLs on our way
Please
to
speak a
reach to
bit.
this.
Please speak a bit louder.
Okay, yeah. So when we want to just define our FL at MPL, so among the way, I mean, while from lower FL to the higher FL, maybe there are other FLs. Okay, so which FL should we consider as our FL, target FL or destination or departure FL? Actually, did you get my
We
question?
have already discussed that in engulf and fake out section. Do you
Okay.
remember that?
Yeah, actually, engulf and state. I got it. Yes.
Yeah, every engulf has a target.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. So
I
let's
see.
delete this and we will see some examples.
Thank you.
So let's go and look for some examples here. Okay. Let's see if we can find some examples here like this. So okay, yes, we can see some examples here. So this is high, this is low, this is high, this is lower low, and this is high. Okay. So what is happening here? Price is coming like this. This is how price is moving. So for this one, look at this angle. Price engulf first time like this, and comes back to where the DP of this one is here. This one. Okay. LSK or DP is here. And coincidentally, for this low, DP is also almost in same zone. So this covered this as well. Okay. But for this angle, look at this angle. This one, don't be confused. Why? Here you see the compression and transfer of order. If you remember this, compression and transfer of order. Do you remember this? And here we have compression and transfer of orders. So, so what price did? It engulfed here to here in one go, from here to here. Okay. But if you look at this level, this one, like this, okay, then what is its low? Here, like this, and its VP will be here, like the price came back here to this TP, then goes up. Let's see some other example. You see, market is not that perfect as our structure, and this is what happens in the market. And let's see, find some more detailed structure. No, we don't have any here. Thing do we have here? This one. Look at this. We have one here, then one here. Like this, price goes up, came down, goes back up, and came down till here. Okay, and then goes up again, came down here. Let's see how this works. first here was the LSK. Okay, price goes up, engulf this thing, came down to its LSK like this, and then goes up, engulf this one, and then come down where? To its LSK here, this LSK. My price goes like this one. So for this scale, LSK was here, this scale price goes up, came down here, and for this scale price goes up and come down to this LSK. Okay, every setup work in their own scale. Both were QM, but they were working in their own scale. So let's find out some more examples. Okay, so here you see one is working again here, like this. If you remember our structure, it is like this. This one. This one was our structure like this. Goes up, comes down, and to show the structure, I'm ignoring some pullbacks here. Came till here and then goes up and then reacted. Right? This one, look at this scale. This one. Look at it. The price goes back up and reacting from this LS. This LS. Okay, and before that, on a smaller scale, it was reacting from these small pullbacks. Price goes up, react, goes up, react, goes up, react. So these were at a smaller scale, but once price crossed this low, then it goes back up and the reaction to at higher scale. So you can see you don't need to go at higher time frame. Don't have to look at higher time frame, and you can still trade from lower time frames. Why? By using engulf, you know on what scale the price is running. Let's trade this. And now here we have an example of RS and deeper reaction like this. Focus on this zone here. Okay, and focus on this zone here. Like this. So what is happening here? When price came and reacted to this RS, what happened? Price goes back up and reacted to the RS. When price comes back, breaks this RS, comes down to deeper zone, what happened? Price goes back up again to the deeper zone here. Price comes back and reacted to a deeper zone here, like this. What happened? Price comes back and reacted to the deeper zone here. Why? A zone can have many tones. I shown you only MPL and RS, but in one webinar I have shown you many zones is possible. Many zones are possible inside a bigger zone. And then price comes back and reacted again to deeper zone again. Like, okay, and what happened? Price goes back again to this and reacted to the deeper zone. What this is showing? This is showing us scale. Okay, this is also possible. The price is going here, reacting to this QM. Price may come back and react to this lower zone. This is also possible. But we will use PA to trade here. Why? This is not a quick reaction. Okay. This is how price moves in the market. Okay, so enough for today. Any question? Here we have another example here. Look at this. Same thing is here. Price engulf this, comes back to the DP here. Okay. Engulf this, comes back to the DP here. Goes up, engulf this, then coming back to this DP here. Do you see this? Once engulf this, okay, come back to its DP here. We have a DP here. Okay, and when engulf this, come back to this DP here, and when engulf this, come back to this DP again here. Bigger one, right? This is how price moves in the market. And we did not need to go on higher time frame to trade this. Just what price our data should fit in the screen. We see at 5 minutes that this is not fitting in the screen. If we can fit the data in the screen, we can trade without going at higher time frame.
I have a question here.
Okay.
So, as we understood, scale is kind of like we are using one time frame in order to just see the higher time frames and also lower time frames fractals, right? I mean swings. Is it right?
Yes, but why? Because price don't know the time frame. It is
I see.
we who use time frames or structures to decode the data, to view the data, right? Price in itself don't know on what time frame it is running. Does price know it is running on
Exactly.
hourly time frame or weekly time frame? It is just running. It's just running on
Yeah.
scales. It's just price goes up, reach here. It don't know on which time frame it is this is running. This knows only its DP and engulf. This knows only what I have engulfed this previous high point from where we fell. Then from where the price fell, it knows that we have now crossed this high price. So what we have to do, we need to go back to the DP where we decided we we have to cross this high price. We don't know the time frame. Then when it crosses this high price, goes up, then what it does, it comes back to the decision point where it was decided the price has to cross this high price. Okay, so it just knows the price and scale, high or low, but that's it. It doesn't know about the time frame, right? why
Interesting.
why
Yeah.
some
Yeah. It's very interesting.
why some guys may be viewing this chart on like this. We are viewing a chart on 5 minutes time frame. We can also look at this on 15 minutes time frame. This will look like this, right? Looking like this. Some may be viewing this at 1 hour time frame. On 1 hour time frame, this will like this. But what price
Mhm.
is doing? Price knows only about the high and low. Price came here, makes the low, goes up, goes back till here, then came back and it knows it breaks this low here. That's it. Then pulls back, then comes down and the small pulls back here. Right? This is how orders are. Orders change hand between buyers and sellers. We call this order swapping. That's why we are able to do order tracking. If this wasn't happening, we would not be able to read the price or decode the price movement. Right? Some may be also watching the same chart on 4 time frame, right? And some also may be watching the same chart on 3 time frame. Possible or not? 3 like this. Some may also be
Mhm.
watching at 2h 2 hour time frame. The price don't know what time frame it is running. It is the viewers, it is the traders who use time frame for their own convenience. Price don't care about time frame. Okay. Any other question,
Exactly.
guys? Guys, any other question?
So here, actually, we want to just use the lower time frame to see more details to hunt for crazy RR. And
Of
in
course, what
practice, it is possible. Yes.
to get crazy RR, what we will do? What we will do? Okay, suppose we are at 4 time frame. Okay, so we will find an structure like, suppose we are finding QM structure like this, low, high, lower low, higher high, right? After this,
Yes.
we know the price will reach back to the decision point. There is possibility. So what we will do? We will draw a LSK. Where is our LSK? This one is our LSK, right? This one is our LSK. Fine. And what has
Yes.
happened here? Price goes back, goes up, comes down, take this demand. So what happened here? Order has been transferred from here to here, right?
CP.
From here to here. So what will be our zone? We should look this one. Let's delete this. This is the zone we should look around. Okay, and what is happening here? This zone was broken, and from where this was broken, our source of engulf was here. This is our source of engulf. This is where the decision was made to break this zone to upside. Okay, so this is where the final decision was made in this DP area. So we will forward like this. Okay, and we know our minimum target is what? Our origin of move is here, like this. This is our origin of move. Our minimum target will be here. So if we are trading at 4S time frame, our RR will be like this, 1:2 here. So we cover stop here if we are trading at 4S time frame for target. But what we will do, we know the price will bounce from here. The decision was made here. We will go on lower time frame and refine from here. So let's go on lower time frame. Let's go on 15 minutes. If we go on 15 minutes, what will happen? What we can do? On 15 minutes, look at this. 15 minutes. Price goes up, came down, goes up, came down, and what type of structure this is?
QM.
Look at this. Price goes up. Now we will refine this zone. Goes up, comes down, high, low, low, high, lower, low, and goes up like this. So what is happening here? This is our yes, this is our TP. Price goes up, comes down to the DP. That means it has reached to the DP, so orders has been transferred to in this pullback. Okay, let's forward this. So when we forward it, now what will happen? Our target was here. Let's clear this. So from this zone we refine to this zone and this zone. Now what happens? Our let's see our RR like this. Our RR has increased to 1 to 7 on 4S time frame. When we were looking at zones, it was 1:2, 1:3. Now it has increased to 1:7. Now if you want to increase it much more, what we will do? We will go to lower time frame again and refine this zone. Let's change this color like this, and we will go to the lower time frame and refine this zone. We are going to the 3 minutes time frame like oh, we don't have data. Okay, no problem. If we don't have data in past, what we can do? We can look for PA here. Okay, we can look for the PA here. How we will look for the PA? like this. Now we can look for the PA here.
We have a true zone there.
Wait. Okay, so what we will do, we will go on lower time frame, and we know the price has hit the green zone here. Okay, so now we will find a PA here. Where we can find the PA? Do you remember the ignored QM?
Yeah.
Right, so price goes up here and comes down here like this, right? So what price has done here, like this. So our whole candle is here, this one. Okay, just too thick here, let's do like this. So did this engulf here? No, this did not engulf. But if we will go on lower time frame here, we will find a engulf here. Why? This zone, look at here. Do you see? This LSK has been engulfed here. This one, by this one. And this one is our high. If you remember how we trade the ignored QM. This one. So this is our ignored QM zone. Like, right? What we will do? When price goes up here, comes down, we can enter here. And this will be our entry, and our target will be same as 4H zone, right? Where is our 4H zone? The first target, the origin is here. Let's see what we are going to do. Yes. Okay. Let's go back to forest time frame again. See? This one, yes. So this has reached to the origin here. Like this here, okay? And so our first target is here. First target is here. And this is 1:18. Okay? And what may happen here? First, price will cross this high. From where the price is coming, will cross this high, and till here our RR will be 1:34. Okay, and as we know, the price is coming from a what, on from QM. Okay, so what we will do, we will try to find a QM on forest time frame somewhere here. On forest time frame somewhere. Why? In scale we discussed that if price is hitting LSK level of a QM, there is a possibility that price will come to the LSK of some QM here, like this. If some QM is here, from where the price is coming, there is possibility that price will hit this QM level, right? So we have already covered our stop at this, at 1:18, and now we can take second profit at 1:40, and our final target will be this QM level at 1:73. This is how we trade, but the first target our being survival, right? In market, if you have money, if you don't lose money, if you keep your account, if you if you secure your capital, you save your capital, ultimately you will make the profit, right? So our first target will be the origin of the move, this one, right? At second, we may take profit at high of this. Why? Usually after crossing a high on 4s time frame, price pulls back, and you may not have that patience to hold the price. Why? Price may do like this, as going up, comes down again, and then reach to it. This may take a lot of time, right? So it is up to you what you want to do. I have told you all the possibilities. Okay, any question?
Great, thank you. On before just erasing this part, on 1 minute time frame, I think we had another possibility to enter on RSFL
Of course there
before
are,
QM
of
zone.
course during this move we get many opportunities to enter on 1 minute
Yeah,
time
yeah.
frame. If we go on 1 minute time frame, we can also do some like this. Okay, focus on this. Like, let's delete this, and we will discuss another setup here, like this. Like this, what happens when the price cross the origin, like this. Okay, so what happens when the price cross the origin? What will happen? It will come back to the DP. Where is its DP? Here. Here is the DP,
Yeah.
like this. Okay, just hold on, I have a call. Okay, so the what price is doing, this is our DP, and we also see some order transfer here, like this. Why the price is compressed here? Look at this, like this, right? The orders have been transferred to this zone. Okay, and this is also the point where the final decision was made to break this high. On this time frame, okay, price pulls back and goes back again to the origin of the move before coming down. So here we had another opportunity on lower time frame. We can go on lower time frame here on 1 minute. On 1 minute time frame, data not available. On 3 minutes, okay, yes, data is available on 3 minutes, and price comes down again here. Okay, comes down again, comes here, hit this origin right here, hit this one, and then goes back up again. And where it goes back up again? Here to the QM level of this. Here we have a LSK. Okay, but our target can also be only till here, this origin from where the price fell, right? So from here to here, came back, from here to here we have this one. 1:1:6, 1:4, 1:5 is fine with 40% win rate, and 1:4, 1:5 you will be in very good profitability, right? So let's complete
Thank you.
all our components of price reading, and then we will do forward testing, live trading, everything, right? Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, any other question, guys, or should we close this? Okay, seems no question. So let's stop today.